In her report tabled in Parliament yesterday, the Youth Treatment Order visitor, Shona Reid, provided serious concerns about the implementation of youth treatment orders which allow the SA Youth Court to order drug-dependent children in detention to receive mandatory treatment. Ms Reid described her commentary in the report as scathing, and stated that, and I quote from the report, "The Youth Treatment Order visitor believes that the rollout of the Youth Treatment Order process from November 2021 put detained young people to further trauma and harm, with poor preparation for the scheme's implementation and a distinct lack of child-centred practices and policies and right-based approach." One of the recommendations made in that report, Mr President, is that the Kalana Tapa Youth Justice Centre not be used as a secure holding facility for children and young people who primarily have therapeutic needs, for which it does not have a real and resource capacity to address those needs. My question to the Attorney-General is, what is the government doing to address the rights of young people in our justice centres, and when will the Malinauskas government raise the age of criminal responsibility to avoid children being caught up in the justice system?
Call the Attorney-General.
I thank the honourable member for his question, and I'll answer it particularly in relation to the preamble he gave in terms of youth treatment orders. Youth treatment orders, as we know it in South Australia, came into operation in November 2001 with commencement of Part 7A of the Controlled Substances Act of 1984. Their introduction was intended as a last resort for young people who are drug dependent, have refused to engage in voluntary treatment, pose a risk to themselves or other people, and only where all other appropriate treatment orders have been exhausted. The Youth Treatment Order program sits alongside health services already available to young people detained in Kalana Tapa, including mental health support, medical treatment and voluntary drug programs. Their introduction was intended to provide that circuit breaker only in the most serious of cases. To date, sir, and I think as was outlined in the report the honourable member referred to, there's been one youth treatment order application, which was made in October of 2022. The assessment order was granted for the assessment. However, the detention order was withdrawn, so no treatment orders have actually been made since the introduction of the scheme in South Australia. I am aware that in accordance with Section 54P of the Controlled Substances Act, a review of the operation of that part of the Act will need to be completed after the 3rd anniversary of the commencements of the section, so that would be 3 years from November 2021, so from November next year. There will be a review of that section of the Act, and as I've said, there hasn't been a single order yet made under that provision.